Hi everyone, welcome to my channel. For those of you who are returning, welcome back. And if you are new here, welcome. I'm S. Maxine Fisher, an author, fiber artist, and queer parent of one. And today I am working on a special crochet challenge for you. I am 2.5 weeks so far from my next upcoming fall market on November 22nd. I'm really excited to be able to come out and share my crochet plushies with y'all. But I am elbow deep in market prep, so I thought I would do another challenge video. And this is going to be for one of my best-selling items, my emotional support chicken. Yay! I feel like for the last couple of markets, a lot of people came into my booth and, they might have been drawn in by the signage or the cool large dragon plushies, but many of them left with an emotional support chicken. They were really, really popular, and it's hard to see, it's hard not to see why, because he's so cute. Look, his little beak is so derpy. If you're a crocheter, these are super easy to make. I'm gonna link my pattern down below. There's a lot of chicken patterns out there. I think the most popular one is the Mabel chicken. But I started making these chickens before I had money and was rich and famous. Spoilers, I am not yet rich and famous, but I do have money for patterns now. However, I do want to keep my products consistent, and I just freehanded this little guy, and I've been kind of making them ever since the same way. So without further ado, let's get into it. I bought this skein of Bernat blanket when Michael's had a big sale. This is Bernat baby blanket, and my challenge is going to be how many emotional support chickens I can get out of one skein. This is Bernat baby blanket in the color Little Sandcastles. Petit Chateau de Sable, Pequeños Castillos de Arena. I love that they put it in 3 different languages. I just learned something today. Anyway, Bernat baby blanket is my favorite. It feels like butter coming off the hook. I do like to go into the store and just kind of touch the yarn and make sure it's the quality I like, because the quality of your yarn can really make the difference in the speed of how quickly and easily you can crochet a plushie. So I'm hoping that this will make some quick makes, and let's see how many chickens I can get out of this skein. All right, without further ado, let's get started. Let's see, I'm going to use an orange stitch marker because it coordinates nicely with this brown yarn and just makes me happy and sparks joy. And with this yarn, normally I would use a 6.5mm hook, but my 6.5 is downstairs being used for a mini mushroom guy, so I'm going to use an 8. I don't think it's going to make a difference because I make all these chickens regardless of the yarn size on an 8mm hook. I find it just helps them kind of whip up faster and be consistent size. Right, there she is. So at this point, I'm going to finish mine off because I like this size and shape. So if you want your chicken to be just a little bit taller, you can either do a half around or you can just single crochet straight all the way around, but I'm going to finish my chicken here. So now we're going to do the tail. Okay, and here you have your chicken body. Yay! All right, I'm gonna stuff this one just so you can see what it looks like, because I'm super excited about this little guy. Girl. Actually, chickens are girls unless it's a rooster, but I don't care. Why do I care about the gender of a bird? All right. And I feel like a lot of people like to stuff their plushies really firmly, as do I. I try to get it nice and firm. But the chicken, you don't have to stuff it as much because it's good if it's nice and soft and squishy. You just want to fill out the entire body. Just one stitch at a time. And it didn't cost me a dime. All right, so you have now a chicken that looks like this. So I like to use 12mm safety eyes. They're about this big. For blanket yarn, I use at least a 12mm safety eye, and 1 row above the beak, and maybe a stitch to the left or to the right, you're going to put your eyes. The reason why I did not set these safety eyes beforehand is because it's coming out looking like this. So I want to be able to just jimmy them around and stick them exactly where I want them. So what I will do is I'll take a hot glue gun. Now that I've placed the eyes, I'll take them out, take the point of the glue gun and literally stick it in the hole where the eye was, pop the eye back in, I'll literally stick it in the same hole where the eye is, put just a little dab of glue, not so much that it starts squishing out, but just a little dab, and pop the eye back in. What that is going to do is the exact same thing as that washer back that held the eye on. It's going to form a glob that adheres to the back, it adheres to the surrounding threads, and it's going to prevent that eye from coming back out. I have found that hot glued eyes are about as secure as the washer backs that come with the safety eyes, and for certain plushies, they're just more convenient. Now we have one chicken. I am going to get to work on some more, so let's see how many more I can get done before this baby wakes up. Wrap up my red yarn. I'm not going to do any more beaks though, because I just wanted to show you guys that one. Here's my hook. Where'd my yarn go? Here it is. All right, folks, just coming on to show you, I did one more chicken body. He looks so cute. I can't wait to sew it up and stuff it, but I'm going to put this aside and keep working. I'm actually going to take a break now because I have some other things to do, but I will get back to the chickens and I will come on to show you my progress on using up the skein. Hey everyone, I'm coming on to show you my progress on the chicken project so far. So I've used about half, I want to say half a skein, maybe it's a third of the skein. You can see this, this is where we're at. It's getting nice and squishy. And I have the one chicken I made and stuffed, and I have 3 more chicken bodies finished. So that's a total of 4. I'm going to keep crocheting. As a side note, I really love this Bernat baby blanket yarn. This has to be my favorite kind of blanket yarn, and mainly it's because they really take care with the quality in terms of making it very, very soft and smooth. So the way that it just has a lot less friction when you're crocheting. I know a lot of people complain about using blanket yarn, that it's hard on your hand, and I actually have arthritis and it hasn't bothered me while I'm making chickens. The only thing is, and I feel like every crocheter can attest to this, the tedium of making something over and over and over again. But the good thing is that these are a very mindless project. You can kind of whip them up really quickly. And the more you make, the faster it goes because the pattern's easy to memorize. That being said, I'm going to get back to crocheting. I'm literally crocheting chickens here at a craft fair, and I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 so far, but I think I am going to lose yarn chicken, no pun intended, because this is all I have left. So let's see if I can make number 6. Good afternoon, everyone. It has been a while, but I wanted to come on and show you the wrap up of the chicken challenge video. If you're wondering why my voice sounds like this, I am just getting over being sick. When I say just getting over, I don't mean that quite literally. I seem to have succumbed to the 2025 mystery throat virus, which if you've ever gotten it, it basically feels like this. If you take a look at my shirt, it feels like I got the Heimlich and coughed up a night with shining armor and a sword. So that's why I haven't had a chance to post lately, so please forgive me for being delinquent on my YouTube, but we are back in business. I'm just wrapping up a few Christmas gifts for my son who has already had the throat virus too, and then we'll be back online fulfilling Etsy orders, but I wanted to show you my chickens. I'm going to post right up here my video footage that I took right before my last market last week, before I got sick. So here are all the chickens. Oh, I lined them up and I wanted to show you how many I made. I made 9 chickens. I was actually crocheting during the second to last market of the year. That was fun. That was a kind of a good experience, even though it wasn't a very well-trafficked market. It gave me enough downtime where I was able to just sit down and crochet and talk to people and network a little bit, chat with the other vendors, and really just kind of breathe and have a good end to the season and work on my chicken challenge as well. I did get halfway through this last chicken. As you can see, there's like one empty shell of a chicken, and I'm not really sure what I'm gonna do with that because honestly, I don't know if I'd buy this yarn again. I have since put some of the completed chickens up for sale, and I haven't sold any so far. They weren't the most popular. I think if I were to do this challenge again, I would do it with that white tweed yarn from Bernat Blanket. And I feel like that one was really popular because it really just screams chicken. But I like the brown ones too. I don't know. I thought they were cute. I hope that they find some forever homes. And I definitely have a lifetime supply of brown chickens now that I can sell at my markets. I'm really excited because everybody loves these emotional support chickens. Honestly, I think everybody needs an emotional support chicken if you've gone through 2025. So if you're looking for one, I will link the listing down below where you can find one. That the brown ones I think will be a limited edition, and then I'll be moving on to some other colors. So yeah, check out the link in the description box and let me know what you thought if you did your own chicken challenge, and if you have feedback on how many you made, give me a shout out. So thanks for watching. As always, if you like this, click that like and subscribe button, and I'll see you in the next one. Please be kind to me, to others, and ultimately to yourselves in the comments. Have a fabulous day. Have a happy holiday, whatever holidays you celebrate, and stay creative. Bye, everyone.